I remember being over at Tom Kiefer's house in Jersey, and I think this was the late 80s, maybe the early 90s. And there was a guitar that Tom got, and he was proud of it. You know, he got it out and he showed it to me. And it was I think it was a black Les Paul, or it may have been a tobacco sunburst Les Paul, but it was a 1968 Les Paul. And he showed me this mechanism that Jimmy Page recommended for him to get done. And what it was is a self-tuning guitar. And this was way before these robot guitars that Gibson made. And he showed it to me, and it was really interesting, a guitar. The only thing he said, you had to send them your guitar, and then they, route it out to make this system fit in there. And he wasn't crazy about sending out a 68 Les Paul, but he decided that was the one that he wanted to get this done to. But while I'm talking, there's pictures going on, and the thing was called TransPerformance, and it was called the Performer, or the Performer by TransPerformance. It seems like it's changed hands, and now it's Accent Media, I think, is the company. Yeah, Accent Tuning Systems. So I'll put the link. I don't know if they do this anymore, but Tom showed it to me. He was all happy about it, but I have never seen him play it. And he was telling me how Jimmy Page was raving about it, and it was kind of like nobody really knew about it, and it was something that just popped in my head. I just remembered it, and I was like, I'll text Tom and see if he still has it. And I haven't heard back from him. And then I just started doing some research. I said, what self-tuning guitar by Jimmy Page, and all this stuff came up. And so I guess this was a company. It wasn't like this secret society thing. But the thing is, it didn't. I don't know if the company's still in business or not. But it was pretty pricey. You had to supply your guitar, and reading the articles, it was someplace in between $3,000 and $3,900 for them to do the work on your guitar. And they cut up the guitar pretty good to put the whole mechanism in. It's behind the bridge, and the way it works differently than that robot guitar is the tuning pegs don't do anything. Everything is done in a mechanism behind the bridge. There's where all the motors are at. But they route it out, and they put a display on the side of the guitar, and then they put these keypads in the front, and you can control it through a foot switch too. And you can see through the pictures, they do it for a Telecaster, they've done it for Stratocaster, and they even did it on Chet Atkins' acoustic electric guitar. But I've never seen these out in public. I've never seen anybody use it. And I'll post some pictures of Jimmy Page with it, and I've never seen him play it. Probably there's some video out there, but very, very expensive system, and I guess it worked pretty good. I don't know, but here you go. And then what I did is I found the video of what is it? A YouTube video. I'll put a link so you can go and see the whole thing. But I put it all into Topaz software, and it took me a few hours to make it better quality so you can see it better. But the guy going through it and talking through how you can use the system. So it's very, very interesting. It's something that I don't know, maybe they're still in business, but here you go. I hope you enjoy it.
Hi, I'm Dave Beagle, and this is a self-tuning guitar from TransPerformance of Fort Collins, Colorado. This guitar has a computer-controlled digital tuning system that will revolutionize the way that you write and play music. Not only will this guitar keep itself in tune, but it allows you to access literally thousands of alternate tunings. The first piece that I played used 3 custom tunings that I designed specifically for the song. The first one was an open E minor tuning. Then I used E minor with a C in the bass. And and then to D suspended. So in the next few moments, I'd like to tell you a little bit about this guitar and what it can do for you. Most people learn to play the guitar using what's called standard tuning, and standard tuning has the notes E, A, D, G, B, and E. Now, a lot of guitarists also use what's called alternate tunings, and an alternate tuning is created by changing the pitch of the strings to anything other than standard tuning. Altered tunings expand the sound of the guitar as well as the creativity of the composer. You're probably more familiar with alternate tunings than you realize, since many popular songs have been composed using non-standard tunings. Now, Jimmy Page created the tuning C suspended second specifically for the Led Zeppelin song, The Rain Song. This tuning creates an ambient sound by allowing open strings to ring through as the chords change. I'd like to play this song first of all in standard tuning, then I'll play it for you again in alternate tuning, and you'll hear there's quite a bit of sound difference between the two. Now if I play this same song in a tuning it was composed in, C suspended second, you'll find that it really comes alive. You may have noticed too that the left-hand fingering is quite a bit different in altered tuning. It's actually quite a bit easier to play when you're in the right tuning for this song. Let me give you another example. Everybody's familiar with the sound of the Rolling Stones. When I was in high school, playing in bar bands, garage bands, I didn't know that Keith Richards wrote and played a lot of the Stones songs in open G tunings. Because of that, and of course the fact that we couldn't get Mick Jagger to sing in our band, Stones songs such as Brown Sugar, Honky Tonk Woman, Start Me Up, they never sounded quite right. So this is how I used to play Brown Sugar in standard tuning. And now all I have to do is push a button, go to open G tuning, and it makes all the difference. I really love playing slide guitar, and with my TransPerformance guitar, I can play blues in standard, push a button, or in this case, hit my foot switch, and play a slide solo in open E. So we'll start here in standard tuning. Grab my trusty slide, and away we go. Let me quickly cover some of the benefits of the system. You can change tuning or pitch while you play at the touch of a button or foot switch, making this an incredible composing tool. Many professional musicians report major time and cost savings in the recording studio, and while on tour, one guitar takes the place of many and avoids embarrassing tuning problems on stage. In addition to these benefits, consider the following features. The system comes with 144 preset tunings in memory and room to store 200 custom personal tunings that can be fully edited. The touch-up feature quickly tunes your guitar while compensating for neck warp, temperature, and humidity. The tuning of each string can be individually tempered to meet the needs of the most demanding musician. The original audio circuits of the guitar need not be altered. The tone is not changed, and sustain is actually increased. With the purchase of additional software, the guitar is MIDI compatible and can employ a PC link. Through the use of a modem, over-the-phone diagnostics can reduce repair time and cost. Future software upgrades can be easily installed by the owner. No computer skills are required to operate the basic system. By now, you're probably wondering how the system works. Let's take a look. The system has been designed for easy, user-friendly operation. A set of buttons on the face of the guitar are provided for user control. The LCD display on the edge of the guitar lets you know what tuning you're in and the notes of the strings. A computer mounted inside the guitar controls 6 small motors, each connected to one string. On many of these tuning changes, you will notice some of the tuning levers move a great distance, while other tuning levers move very little. This is the secret of the automatic tuning system from TransPerformance. The computer understands that when one or more strings on the guitar are adjusted, the others must be adjusted ever so slightly as well. For example, as the tension adjusts when string 6 is lowered one full step, the tensions on strings 1 through 5 are adjusted to keep them at constant frequency. I think that now you can see why there's so much excitement surrounding TransPerformance. Our self-tuning guitar is changing the rules of the way music is composed and performed. We thank you for your interest. Now enjoy the music.